Welcome back. I'm Tyler, you're watching Scarfing Scarves, and welcome to the fourth installment of Last Week Lolita News. At the top of the segment, wah! That happened. Angelic pretties dropping prints like base, with those we have pictures of including Antoinette Decoration, Aquarium Carnival, Holy Theater, Jewel Marine, Eternal Carnival, Rose Princess, and what happens when you leave two lampshades alone in a room and they fuck. The thirst for the copulation between light fixture coverings is very real, and should the 1,000 plus likes on Lolita updates be of any basis, the bloodbath to come should be of nosebleed level proportions. The fact that BTSSB has done this kind of thing but better 1,000 times before doesn't matter because Angelic pretty, and anyone who thinks otherwise is welcome to go wait in the corner while the rest of the internet loses their collective minds. Meanwhile, Metamorphose is slated to release Apprentice School on February 5th, and we still don't know whether the gods will bless us with whatever Sanrio has managed in the form of a dress. Moving on to social news, local Facebook group Ruffle Chat went full-blown Tumblr in turning a discussion about black women's representation in J-fashion into brutal recitations of race-based rape. The shouting match started with an individual's wish to see more women of color in Lolita fashion, and after it was determined that Asian people didn't count, both sides settled into the comfortable position of shrieking themselves blue in the face. A confused bird shat on everyone in the vicinity, white women were confirmed for the devil, and all context and nuance was generally lost in favor of screaming at the equivalent of a befuddled brick wall. Nothing of value was accomplished, calling people bud is still wildly patronizing, and it's only a matter of time before the community forgets this mushroom cloud of a conversation and we break out the frilly uranium once more. Anyone interested in expediting the process can start banging their head against a wall. Turning towards industry news, noseless wonder and gothic legend Mana of Malice Miser inspired a wave of eyeliner-streaked tears as news broke that he will no longer be included in the Gothic Lolita Bibles. The reason for the move is yet to be made clear, but as several voodoo dolls of the Mook's publisher have already been confiscated by police, local authorities would warn against making any further slights against the icon for fear of ending up in an unfashionable ditch. In an unrelated matter, this reporter would like to say that Mana has an undeniably existent nose and there's nothing missing from his face. Don't look at that. Turning towards financial news, hotly awaited Angelic Pretty print Magic Princess shocked the nation by flopping like a fat cat on a bowl of kibble. The series remains almost entirely in stock, and should you be able to concentrate over the sound of weeping scalpers, rumor has it might have something to do with it being about as interesting as a bowl of mashed potatoes sprinkled with glitter. There's only enough room in the world for one watered-down art style, and as Disney currently holds the copyright on Bland, AP would do well to stay away from prints that would give even the surliest insomniac a good night's rest. The risk of coma is currently too high to be approved by the FDA. As that about wraps up the week, we return to that website everyone loves to hate in a bit called Whatifa Lace Market. The premise is simple. I browse here, find something that confuses, disturbs, or makes me question the whole of humanity, and you benefit from the dark marks it leaves on my soul. So without further ado, let's get this going. What the fuzz is that? I'm not sure what kind of mental disturbances it takes to craft this kind of thing into existence, but nothing says kawaii quite like looking at a cute fluffy creature and deciding you'd like to shove a spike through its brain and walk around on it. Kicking puppies is a little passé after all, and considering these shoes usually retail for $200+, you could do far worse than spending only $150 to call them your own. You'd do far better to have the general taste to know that these look like crush porn for Easter bunnies, but this is reality and we're not allowed to have nice things. A regular choice makes alternative styles should these beauties go out of stock, and should you have the means, you can choose anything from blatant disco sex trash to the type of shoe for people who love the movie Bambi but wish the hunter had gone one step further. Fake blood packets are not thus far included with the purchase, but can be added separately to remind the animal kingdom who's boss. That's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for watching Last Week Lolita News, and be sure to tune in next week when we tackle the tough questions like, is cosplay Lolita? Should you bring your children to meetups? And what exactly is Closet of Frills smoking to think that cat ears go with Lolita fashion? More on the group's descent into Nekomato hell next time on Last Week Lolita News. This has been Tyler. You've been watching Scarfing Scarves, and I'll catch you next time. So as you can see, I totally forgot to turn my lights on, which were back there because I already have lights in front of me and lights above me. So I had everything else turned on but that. So this is what my background will look like next time instead of this time because I have air bubbles in my brain. It's pretty. It's gonna be pretty. You wait. I'm very proud of this. Don't ruin it for me.